live for this pre-show content.
Pre-show content, Iron. You were talking about buying a pop filter on Amazon for Prime Day. When I suggested you could use that money to buy MLB 19. Go.
Yeah. So about that. So I haven't traded a game in probably like 7 years, 8 years, something like that. I don't trade in games. I don't like to.
So let me ask you this, because I know you mentioned you could get rid of a couple of Need for Speed games. When was the last time you played said Need for Speed games?
Those ones in particular, a while.
Trade them in.
Same with like.
Do you have any?
90% of his collection is last gen and before, so they're just like these have no trade value.
No.
Well, I mean, those keep, but like the PS4 games, I would say anything that you haven't played in over 2 years, that you have no intention of going back and playing, get rid of it.
I mean, that's a lot of games, actually.
Then get rid of them.
Like,
I have a very small collection of physical media. They'll give you like $1. They'll give you like $1.50 for like the MLB The Show 16 and 15.
They give me $1 for MLB 16.
The
and
Lego,
I think it was 20 cents for MLB 15.
Trade it in.
The Lego Dimensions.
Uh-huh.
What do you have for it? Do you just have the starter kit?
That's if I have the starter kit. I don't even know if I have the starter kit, but here's the thing. It's still in plastic.
Well, that you have to rectify that. You can't trade it in with it in the plastic.
Well, yeah, I got that.
But if the Toys to Life stuff, if you have any, like, preferably if you have like the full set, but that would probably be better to sell on eBay, because they're not going to take the GameStop isn't going to take the stand or
right. I think the game they only give you like 10 cents.
Yeah, so you're better off selling that on eBay.
Yeah, so I can wait
and you'll find somebody.
Trust me, we sold our whole collection in one shot.
I mean, I have Lego Marvel Heroes. I already beat that. Ain't going back.
Trade it in.
Trade it in. I don't know what he's reaching for. Trade it in.
Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe.
I mean, that'll get you like 50 cents, but trade it in.
I mean,
are you ever going to play it again?
No.
Then why do you have it?
I have, dude, I have Burnout Paradise, Assassin's Creed 2. I have Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12.
Why?
Because
granted, that's not going to get you any money at this point. But...
No, it's not. But I like
Tiger Woods would definitely get him money, because there's no such thing as a Tiger Woods game anymore.
So here's the problem: you can't like to collect and be poor at the same time.
Yeah.
Iron. I have some concerns that you may be a video game hoarder.
Iron, take it from a reformed Funko Pop collector.
Oh God, your collection was insane.
Get rid of it. If you're not going to use it, get rid of it.
Let's ask Jen. If I don't play a game for a while, should I just sell it? Any game. Like, I'll never touch it again. She says, yeah.
Listen to the woman.
All right. So,
marriage tip number 1. Listen to the woman.
Kiss ass.
Question. How does that work for me?
Flip a coin, and then whoever loses has to listen to that one to the other one for the week.
Determine who has the most power in the relationship and listen to that person.
I think we're 50-50 here.
So
you're probably not.
Who makes the most?
Wow, that doesn't. Whoa. Hold on.
Well, Nick controls everything then, right
now. That does not matter.
Fuck.
I can tell you for a fact that that is not a determining factor.
I know quite a number of people like relate like couples and like with my dad's family. Freaking, they're like, my dad works with people. They're like, oh, I'm only here because I'm bored. I don't need. My wife makes like $100,000 a year.
Here is the real point. Whoever controls the checkbook is the power person in the relationship.
Well, we know Mike's not in power.
Exactly.
We keep our own checking accounts that we have access to, but each person's money is their money.
Fair.
We're breaking all of your rules, Mike.
Then I got nothing.
Like, I don't even know what
I got nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
basically, Iron, go. Oh, look, there's Nick.
Nick has an opinion on this.
So
I'm curious.
Nick is here to ask about the conversation. The conversation, Mike was like, "Well, listen to the woman. That's the only way to do this. That's marriage tip number one." I was like,
what if you have?
Yeah, I was like, "What do we?" I was like, "What do we do?" And he was like, whoever controls the checkbook." And I'm like, "Well,
No one
we don't. Yeah, we're screwed. So I guess we flip a coin."
Look.
I think you just talk out.
Hey.
Oh my
Mr.
God,
Penguin, you guys are a progressive couple. That means you follow different rules.
What we do is I narrow it down to 2 choices.
There you go. He narrows it down to 2, and then I pick. Done.
There you go. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now, before we get into the main meat of the podcast, I do want to take the podcast, the pre-show. I want to take a serious turn with it, and I want to have a conversation that's kind of in our field of things we talk about, mostly because it's the online sphere. I don't know if you've seen the stuff that came out today. The one of the big trending hashtags on Twitter today is #RipBianca. I don't know if you've seen this or heard about this story.
Yeah.
So I want to have a conversation about this. And it's basically it starts with this. Number one, nobody is beholden to you. Nobody you're not entitled to anything from any person at any time.
Oh, this thing, yes. I heard about that.
And be very wary about who you communicate with, especially in an online sphere. And unfortunately, especially if you are a woman. Unfortunately, I keep saying unfortunately because that's just the way it is. Somebody's making you feel uncomfortable, find a way to report them. Make sure that other people know what's going on, because that whole situation, I'm not gonna rehash it. You can look up the hashtag, you can see what's going on. Be careful when you do look it up.
Yeah,
there are some images that you may not want to see. In fact, you probably don't want to see. But if somebody's got you in a situation like that, please reach out. Find somebody that can help you deal with it. Because
also for the people on the other side of it, don't be fucking assholes.
Yeah, it's really, really simple.
Don't be that side of it, twisted fucking asshole.
Yeah. I felt like that was kind of in the realm of stuff we talk about, because I mean, this, like, if you saw the story, not rehashing it too much, it was a girl got killed by a guy that she had briefly talked to on Discord, who thought he was entitled, and he tracked her down because she spurned his advances, and she spurned him, and he was jealous because she was talking to other men.
Well, and I think it was that she was going to like a convention or something with another guy she had met on Discord or something.
Oh no. So yeah, please, if somebody is doing something like that and they're really scaring you, please reach out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move into the show. Iron, do you know what episode we're on?
21, I believe.
We're
yes,
legal.
21. We're legal now.
Legal now. Now
All
let's everybody get ready. Hit your record button. Are we all ready to hit record?
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose I should do that. Hold on.
Warm your arms up and your hands up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Let's rock and
Woo.
roll.
Rock and roll. Hello and welcome everybody to episode 21 of the Lunarcast, the new class. That is right. We are legal now.
We can
drink.
all the time.
We can drink all we want. So let's just
Get my drink.
Drink your drink. I got a 0 sugar right now.
Oh,
What do
that's
I
good.
have? You won't ever know. I won't tell you.
Sprite. No, wait. Vodka.
What's in
Yeah.
the Aquafina bottle?
Yes, to both of those.
Purified tap water.
Yes.
So I'm your host Iron, as always, and as always with me is Mike. How are we doing?
Hello, I'm good.
And we have Mr. Penguin Von Penguin from twitch.tv/Mr. Penguin Von Penguin, who just finished one of 2 24-hour extra live streams.
I didn't just finish
Not
it.
just
but-
finished it, but you did it.
We're
Saturday.
about 36 hours removed from.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And real quick on that note, shout out to another person in the community who was also doing a 24-hour stream over the weekend. His name is Harv. He's Beard and the Hair on Twitter and Twitch. Cool Canadian guy. That was his second 24-hour stream of the year for Extra Life. He's doing one in November.
Oh boy.
That dude is nuts. So shout out to him.
Hashtag goals for Penguin next year.
Hashtag no.
Hashtag Iron Never. Leave me to 1 a year. I'll personally be doing mine probably on the main day, November 2nd.
You
the
know
3rd.
that I will give you much love and support.
I know.
And then the next weekend when I do my second one. Oh boy.
I'll give you as much.
down.
I'll give you as much love and support as I can.
Good.
So yeah.
I'm all
So
out of love.
we are recording on Monday the 15th because I returned from vacation on Sunday, like midday. Penguin was probably still recovering from his stream, and it was just easier just to do this on Monday.
I mean, if you had been not on vacation, I was totally prepared to record the podcast live on the 24-hour stream.
Oh,
I thought about suggesting it.
I mean, you could have. I wouldn't have cried.
I thought about
this is a 3-man show.
I thought so
and
far as
2 of them are on my screen and 1 is over there.
I thought so far as to suggest doing it at the end of your 24-hour stream just for added effect.
That would have been real interesting.
I mean, I got back home at like 2:33, but I was tired. And then so the 14th was actually our 1 year of actually meeting, like our first date. So we went and played putt-putt again, because that's what we did on our first date. So we went and played putt-putt at the same place. And then got ice cream.
Iron got many
That's
holes
sweet.
in one.
Iron. It's not the balls that go in the hole, man.
Shit. The things I deal with people.
Have you set the stream to for adults only yet?
Yes, I have changed the Twitch over to that. So to our not shock, it is still summer, and so gaming news is still few and far between. So one thing I found, I just thought this was kind of cool. A 4-year effort to beat Ocarina of Time in under 17 minutes finally succeeds. So
yes, when will they beat Ocarina of Time in under 17 minutes using an ocarina as the controller?
that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Call me not impressed. No, it's impressive. It's fun because just speedrunning stuff, I really love to watch it because I love to watch people break games in stupid ways. And I have started watching through SGDQ for the year through the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
because I was gone and had no internet access during SGDQ.
Yeah, it
Speedrunning
says
will never be my thing.
no, not mine. It says
I'll never do it. I like to watch it sometimes.
Yeah, it says the run has pushed Ocarina of Time into a highly optimized period where only seconds might be saved. The prospect of seeing something under 1630 or down towards 15 minutes is low for the moment, but Zelda games have a habit of yielding new secrets over time. Be they something silly like that recently discovered infinite jump glitch in Breath of the Wild, the recent discovery of a GameCube viable version of Wind Waker's Holy Grail barrier skip trick, or a more complicated sequence breaking trick in Skyward Sword. Ocarina of Time is being pushed to the absolute limit now, but given how skilled and persistent speedrunners are, who knows what might come next. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I do enjoy kind of watching speedrunners and that. It's amusing. And there's no way I'd ever be able to.
Shout out to people who are like Shred. Shred is all about speedrunning.
Oh yeah, plays Super Meat Boy all the time. Celeste.
Shout out to you all, but like, I want to play a game for the enjoyment of it, and I guess you get enjoyment out of speedrunning, but I like to fully experience the game.
I mean, I think it's one of those things like with Shred, he does like Super Meat Boy and Celeste and that. Those are actual like puzzle games that you're trying to beat as quick as possible. You want the best possible time. That makes more sense to me in that. And I guess maybe after you play the game once or twice, then you want to sit there and be like, okay, how fast can I beat this? Which I've done.
No.
Although Iron, I just want you to know that while you were gone on Mecca Island,
did you get Fudge?
Mike and I did complete a speed run.
Oh yes, we did.
What'd you do?
We now hold the realm record for fastest loss to the Ender Dragon.
Which was
we
from the time we actually started the encounter to the time I flew off into the abyss, what, like
5 seconds maybe?
Yeah.
Basically, here, let me illustrate it. So
who was all part of this?
It was just me and Penguin. So this is me and Penguin on my microphone. This is the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon went and knocked us up both off at the same time.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Luckily,
so
we
hold the realm record now.
We were already going in unprepared and ready for shenanigans, and it ended the way we anticipated it did.
I wonder if that snow golem's just still there.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Poor guy.
You guys took a snow golem?
He's surrounded by Endermen.
I was building another one at the time when the dragon knocked me off.
I do want to sit there and try to go fight the Ender Dragon, so we'll have to try to somewhat plan that. I still need to enchant more stuff.
We need lots of experience. Yeah,
we do. I think that's the big thing. But yeah, so I thought it was something kind of cool, something interesting. So
I just get angry at Mario speedrunners because I just look at it and I'm like, that's not the way you're supposed to play the game. Just play the game.
Yeah, the whole point of speedrunning is to find ways to break the game.
Pretty much. And then so Ubisoft is in a little bit of hot water with fans. This was actually just posted maybe an hour ago, or so. It says, last week, actor Josh Gordon-Levitt announced on Twitter that his music production company,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I can't pronounce his name, guys.
You couldn't. You were way off.
What did I say?
Josh Gordon-Levitt.
Oh my god! I'm still in like vacation mode. I can't freaking read to save my life.
Jacket, when you edit this, if you could please pull the clip of John Travolta butchering Idina Menzel's name and insert that right behind what Iron just said, I would appreciate it. If not, I understand.
It sounded like Josh Groban.
No, I know I didn't.
It's
Joseph
like,
Gordon.
Josh Groban's in a Ubisoft game?
No. Either way, his production company, Hit Record, would once again partner with Ubisoft, this time to help the public.
But go on.
Ooh.
To help the publisher create 10 songs for its upcoming open-world hacker game, Watch Dogs Legion. This immediately reignited an old debate about the ethics of soliciting work for big-budget video games from fans. 10 original songs collaboratively made for Watch Dogs Legion by you. Come play with us. So basically, they want the fans to help make the soundtrack, which
Yeah, but don't worry. They're gonna pay you in exposure. It's
Ah.
fine.
Man, exposure is I love exposure. I
and-
can just pay all my bills with it. It's
Well,
a simple like drop down. Instead of check or direct payment, there's exposure right there.
Okay, so here's the thing, and this is just from what I'm aware of how hit record works, from listening to KFGD a few minutes before the podcast,
And of course, from listening to Josh Groban.
and listening to Josh Groban. I do actually listen to him occasionally when the wife is in the car. But anyways, so from what it sounds like, the service is actually a crowdsourcing service. So it is, for example, I could upload a drum track, and then someone listens to the drum tracks because maybe they're not so good at that, and then they find my drum track and they put that in, mix that with their guitar track, and then they upload that, and then someone, basically adds bit by bit until there's a song out there, and Ubisoft chooses that song, and the people who get chosen for that song get paid for it.
I'm just saying, this sounds an awful lot like how you end up with strong bad techno in your game.
Jesus Christ.
All right, where's our money, Iron? We just made music for you. Pay us.
Let's go.
Talk to Jacket.
Papa Jacket.
It says they first tried this model with science fiction game Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is still in development. It has been criticized as a way to replace salaried or contracted work with spec work, in which creatives volunteer their time and labor without knowing for sure whether they'll be paid. Mike Bithell from Thomas Was Alone and the upcoming John Wick Hex game says, this sucks. Pay people for their labor. Stop exploiting fans and hobbyists while devaluing the work of those with the gall to actually expect consistent payment for work done. Do better, Ubi. We're counting on you. And then
I'm just gonna say that I feel like in a situation like this, where somebody's like uploading their drum track or they're uploading this or that, they know what they're doing.
yeah, they somewhat do get paid a little bit.
Like you're like, oh, I'm putting my drum track on hit record.
If the song is chosen, Ubisoft pays $2,000 split up across the creators of that song.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get paid if their song
Sucks
is
that
chosen.
There's 2,000 creators.
If it's picked, they'll get paid. If it's not,
now I will say this: $2,000 split among the creators for what they're probably gonna make off the game is pretty shit. But
fair.
Well, but how much would they pay? Like, how much would they pay to license a song?
see, that's why I say it sounds like shit. But again, I don't know the economics of music licensing,
that and Ubisoft has said this is not replacing anybody's job. This is just a way to include fans.
And that's fair.
In the development of the game. Now,
I don't know.
Okay, so let me try to turn you,
upload
Iron.
a track of me victory screeching and hope they put it into one of the songs.
Now, so I have two opinions. Opinion number one: yes, people should get paid if their work is, used either, especially if their work is used for profit. But also, if it's used as a nonprofit thing, that's where you get into a slippery slope. But people should get some kind of return from their work. Now, for the people who are participating in this, they may be very happy enough just getting their credit in the game.
I mean, I can see some people
but if
like
their if their music is chosen, they get paid anyways. Some amount.
I mean,
it's not and just the kind of the second opinion is them people like Mike Bithell saying pay the people for their work. Ubisoft isn't entering into a contract directly with these people.
True story.
Ubisoft has a contract with Hit Record, which is a crowdsourcing service. And even if, let's say, someone makes a track or they make a whole song and that doesn't get chosen, that person still owns all of the rights to that song and they can do with it whatever they want.
I just wanted to glow red like iron. Sorry. Ooh. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't care.
Yeah,
There you go. I like it.
As a creator,
Glow
kind of. I mean, as like a as a creative person, because I do design work in that. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like when you work on something, you put like, if someone was to contact me for work, and they were like, okay, I want, I want like a logo or something. Okay, fine. I would make somebody sign a contract saying, here, you get 3 versions, like proofs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's after that. You get a final one, or you can pay for more. Or if you want 3 versions, those are your 3. You're paying me for these, like I would make somebody pay like half of it up front in that, but it's like,
but
you
the difference
but
is,
you get it as a watermark because you can't then take it and go put it somewhere else or sell. You have to sign away your rights for like to take it or something. You have to buy the rights to it.
But the difference is that if somebody's seeking a logo, they're asking you directly to create the work.
Yeah.
They're soliciting the work. Hit Record is not going to each person and going, we would like to see what you can do with a drum track. Can you give us 3 separate drum tracks?
That's true.
Maybe we'll put it in the game. These people are out there putting out the work. And
they're probably just doing it as a hobby first and foremost, and then.
Yeah,
but
I
also,
don't know. It's weird, but I don't see it being too terrible. It's just I guess it's just kind of weird to me, but yeah, like I mean, I get your guys' point. I do. So I mean, I'm probably still gonna play the game in the end.
Of course, yeah.
Otherwise, in music news, I don't know if you guys heard about this little game called Red Dead Redemption 2.
Nope, never heard of it before in my life.
No, this Cowboy Simulator.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Not ringing a bell.
Well, apparently it came out. Who made it? This company called Rockstar. They make Grand Theft Auto.
I've never heard of any of this.
Yeah, me neither.
You're making stuff up.
Either way, so this company released a game like last October, and it took them until now to release the soundtrack for it. Like it took them. It was supposed to be out in the spring, and it took them until now to do it.
Hold on. I'm gonna level with you. Besides the cabin building song, which I hear is not even available.
It's not.
Why do you care about any of the rest of the soundtrack?
I care about a couple of the songs. Unshaken, and that's the way it is.
Is Unshaken the one that they play when you come back from the island when you're running back?
I think that's the way it is. Maybe I can't remember. It's
the one where
spoilers, by the way, people just throwing that.
Oh my god, spoilers for a nearly year-old game.
Yeah, I know.
When you're coming back from the island, and you first get back, and they're like, "We need you to go back to this place and check on these people," and for that, I put the game in cinematic mode, and I just let the horse run.
Mhm.
I set the marker. I put the game in cinematic mode, and it was like watching a really cool like Western movie moment happening when that song
Yeah.
played. And if you didn't play it that way, if you ran back the whole way without cinematic mode, you're a fool because it really upped that moment.
Are
Oh, very.
are you saying that that was the only time you used cinematic mode?
I
I
use cinematic mode
rarely
a lot.
used cinematic mode, honestly.
I used it a
Any
bit when traveling.
Anytime I had to go any distance, cinematic mode.
Yeah, because it would just follow the trail.
And you know what would be fun when you're in cinematic mode and you'd run into someone and they'd just shoot you dead.
Yeah. There weren't. I didn't.
Well,
I
that's your
used
fault.
cinematic mode like sometimes, probably like 30% of the time. The rest of it, it's like I didn't want to because I didn't want to miss something happening, like a stranger or the random KKK meeting that you can go watch them screw up
Fuck
and then
those
kill the rest of
strangers.
them.
I got shit to do. I ain't got time for strangers.
Nah, well, you get free guns.
I had all the guns I needed anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you now that the best mission uh, missions in the game were like the stranger missions with the dude who was like, my animals escaped. Fucking emotional shit.
Oh shit.
When you do the last one and you find out about that last animal.
Yeah. Oh man. So listening to the
Mike, do you know what
soundtrack
I'm
though.
talking about?
Nope, never encountered
Oh
that
my
at all.
god.
Oh my god, you missed. Go back into the game and find it. It's one of the best runs of missions in the game.
Yeah. Like listening to the soundtrack has made me want to go back and play the game. Like I was like, I remember when this song kicked on. I remember when this one hit. I know this. Like I was like, oh, I want to go play again.
I'm gonna tell you a secret about video game original soundtracks, Iron. Um, I don't care.
Yeah,
The releases of video game soundtracks, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like people are
There-
like, oh my god, the Celeste soundtrack came out on vinyl. I'm like, people be like, oh, Final Fantasy. People could be like, right now, they could be like, yo,
Oh my god, all the Final Fantasy music is on Spotify. Oh my god.
oh yeah, yeah, and they did that. Square did that, and guess how many times I've pulled up the Final Fantasy original soundtracks on Spotify? Um, and I love Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Guess how many
I will say
times? Oh,
there are.
there.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say there are three franchises I will listen to the soundtrack for. WoW, StarCraft,
Wow.
and Mass Effect.
Let me tell you, there is one video game franchise that I will go and listen to the soundtracks for, and that is Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, because the radio station. So
I
Grand
will
Theft Auto
listen to
San
it
Andreas.
just for the radio stations. I will listen
Yeah.
just full on, just listen to the radio stations.
Oh
run.
yeah. Like I found somebody on Spotify made the made the Dust soundtrack from San Andreas. They made that on Spotify, and I'm like, this is nice.
I mean,
Yeah, but
honestly,
I also want to hear the announcers too.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's true. I do want to hear the announcers.
most of the time I turn music off in games.
Do you know
That's fair.
why? Do you know why music like why those particular songs usually exist in the game?
Is it to drive the emotions of the scene?
Well, okay, hold on.
Sometimes,
So-
yes, but
so
it
if
depends on the game.
If it is a story-based game, I will leave the music on. If it is something like World of Warcraft, their music always is like if you leave it on, it's just on repeat basically. Like
Do you know what
if
game
it's
had the
if
best
it's a-
soundtrack? Mario Brothers. Super
I
Mario
mean-
Brothers 1 on the NES.
if it's the type of game where I'm just sitting like No Man's Sky, perfect example.
That's a good soundtrack.
I don't really need the music in that game.
Yeah, that game is like the definition of turn off the music, put on a podcast.
Minecraft, never have the music on.
I usually play like my own music in the background.
In fact, when I go to the menu and the music's on, I'm like, what the hell? Why is this music on?
Like so I read an article. It was like years ago that I read it.
Music.
But a number of reason, like, I mean, there's a bunch of reasons, like Penguin said, emotion driven, and just to kind of give you something to listen to, or background music and this, that, and the other. But another reason some of the music exists is to actually help you concentrate. Like, it's concentration music. So
I
Well,
did you
I
did
can
you
concentrate just fine.
how far did you make it in Mass Effect? Not very far, right?
no.
He
So
made
you
it
never-
4.5 minutes, and they just kept playing that 4.5 minutes over
So,
and over again.
I made it through the main
Iron,
menu.
how many dollars do we need to donate for your 24-hour stream to be exclusively Mass Effect?
Not
I'll do it.
as much. Like, I don't know, like 10 grand.
Tim,
Jesus.
jacket.
I
Between the
don't
two
want to
of
play
you,
it that
right?
much.
I
I
mean,
really don't want to play it for 24 hours.
I mean, I'd probably play Mass Effect for free.
I know you would.
Yeah, but that's not as fun as watching Iron play the game he doesn't
Hey,
want to play.
Do you guys really want to do this again? Last time you guys sat
No,
there and said
no.
it would be fun to watch him play a game he doesn't like.
I
All
never
hell
said
broke
that.
loose.
I never said that. In fact, I was probably one of the first people to say this isn't good content. We should stop this.
It was fine until like I literally almost punched my screen.
Was that was that Bloodborne?
Yes, it was.
The times that I tuned
tuned
in, I enjoyed it. So
You shut up. Did you
Now,
watch me play the
so-
boss?
So Iron
watched you play
playing
The final.
oh, I didn't watch you
I-
play the final boss. No.
Yeah.
Iron playing Bloodborne when someone was in voice chat helping him. Good.
Yeah.
If he was on his own trying to figure out what to do, that's where
All 7 of those words
Frustrated.
that George Carlin said you couldn't say on TV showed right up.
Pretty
Right.
pretty damn close. Everything under the sun. Like, I walked out of here and Jen's like on the couch and she just looked at me going like,
So Iron,
so that
your homework regarding video game soundtracks is to go look up Mass Effect Shepard dancing.
And then after that, then you go look up Mass Effect Shepard Bangs and Saris.
And then you open up your Pornhub app
they have
and
an
you look
app.
and you look for Mass Effect.
You were on vacation.
You wouldn't get that
We
reference.
played Jackbox during the 24-hour stream, and there was like we were playing Split the Room on Jackbox, and it was like your phone can only have one app on it, and it's there forever.
And
you
it's
cannot
either-
uninstall it.
It was either a checkers app and then you got to fill in the blank. So
I think
so
it was
either-
Zyger came out with Pornhub. Zyger came back with Pornhub,
No,
and I was like,
no.
I mean,
The funny part about that was that so it chose my answer first. So mine was either a checkers app or Instagram. Because I figured that there were probably people in there that didn't give a shit about Instagram. And so while we were discussing checkers app or Instagram, someone mentioned a Pornhub app. And then Zyger's answer came up and it said Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, it was so good.
Kids, if you're listening, don't search for Pornhub.
Or do. I'm not your parent. I mean,
Just make sure that you do it on an incognito tab if somebody else uses your computer.
Yeah. Basically.
Hide it from your mom, kids. Nick just in the
Christ.
background just laugh.
Or your significant other. If
Oh,
you need
man.
to. Anyways,
Anyway, next story. So we got two somewhat big ones for the week.
Leave the big N for last.
The big N for last.
Yeah, leave them for last because I can't wait to. I think Mike and I share very similar opinions there.
Well, then I'm gonna sit back and watch, and then I'll chime mine in at the end. So the other big one is so G2A. If you don't know what G2A is, it's pretty much an online key seller, similar to CD keys, but it works more in a gray market / black market kind of thing. They pretty much sell stolen keys.
Not entirely, but
Not
mostly.
entirely, but they sell stolen keys. That's why I say gray market. And why?
Yeah.
So pretty much what ended up happening was, so it says G2A has developed a reputation somewhat of being a gray market key seller with lots of accusations that keys sold on the platform by sellers are often obtained through illegitimate means. This means they are said to include people posing as press influencers to get keys to then sell them on, to accusations that keys are bought in bulk using stolen debit and credit card details from one seller then put up on G2A. So G2A so they don't like these accusations, basically. They, for some reason, feel these are unfounded, or whatever. So they kind of went on the offensive, attempted to go on the offensive, on Twitter. And so people were sitting there basically calling them out and everything. And some of the things they were saying was like, here are 2 solutions to the problem. Every single reseller in the world, plus eBay and most other marketplaces, would have to somehow distinguish the keys from legitimate ones and illegitimate ones. And Dev could use platforms like some link. I don't know. The site that I'm on isn't really giving me the actual Twitter things. It says our game has. So then somebody from one of the companies says our game has never been offered on giveaway or wholesale, but you still did not take it down despite our multiple demands. It says, as you can see, there's a lot of back and forth between G2A and developers over what counts as a legitimate key. In one tweet, G2A states that even if games that are being sold were acquired despite breaking TOS of other markets, it doesn't matter because TOS doesn't equal the law. And they tweeted, people buying codes in bulk from bundles are against the TOS. We act according to the law. TOS does not equal the law. You can put it in your TOS literally whatever you want, but even things that are against the law.
Yeah. Adding on to the story, and I don't know if you're getting to this or not. It's being put in the Twitch chat. G2A also tried to reach out to some indie journalists.
I was gonna get there.
Go forward.
So it's not really showing it here. Hold on. It did a quick mention. So hold on. G2A reaches out to journal.
Okay. I can do that too, Mike. Stretch
for this one.
Yeah, you guys can sit there. Okay.
Hold on. All right.
There you guys go. Yeah, might as well make yourself comfortable for this. So, an employee of G2A sent he attempted to secretly pay 10 different journalists for favorable coverage of their company, according to emails published on Monday. So what
can I just say?
Yes.
G2A. Fuck off. Look, it's one thing. It's one thing that you're gonna play the you're not technically wrong. Terms of service does not equal law. But when you are trying to secretly buy positive news coverage by selling articles to run that you wrote yourself, I cannot Picard facepalm through my head hard enough to describe how I feel about that.
Yeah. So this, I'm going to read this little email that went out. It says, my name is Adrian and I represent a global digital marketplace called G2A.com. Our company is one of the biggest and most popular trading platforms in the world. Wrong. It is a place where buyers and sellers of games and other digital and physical goods meet to make transactions. I'm contacting you because I think your website matches our interests perfectly, and we would like to find out more about publishing and advertising opportunities that you can offer. At the moment, we are trying to improve our brand awareness and public image, especially among the indie and smaller game developers. Unfortunately, the majority of public does not understand either our business model or how we try to make sure our customers can safely purchase digital
We sell
products.
goods on the dark web.
We want to make sure people understand we do everything we can to support gaming community and that we introduce every possible method to assure every side is satisfied. We have
Do you
written
want us
an
to kill?
unbiased we have written an unbiased article about how selling
Do you need to
stolen
hire a
keys
hitman?
on gaming marketplaces is pretty much impossible. And we want to publish it on your website without being marked as sponsored or marked as associated with G2A. It is a transparent and just review of the problem
We
of
can
stolen
get you a
keys
bootleg
reselling.
copy of Endgame.
Below, I attach an excerpt of the article. If you want the full article below, just let me know. If you are interested in publishing the article, please provide me with the pricing and details about your options for such content.
We do guns.
We'll pay you an exposure. I saved the most heinous crime for last, of course.
So after this makes its rounds across Twitter and social media and all the gaming news sites, the company that is Polish owned and Hong Kong based says these emails were sent by our employee without authorization, for which we apologize to some indie games and 9 other media outlets he sent this proposal to. He will face strict consequences, as this is absolutely unacceptable. In layman's terms, he's not getting anything because more than likely a major PR person sent this out.
He went into the dark zone. He held T, and he went rogue.
Is that because you went in the dark zone and held team went rogue, Mike?
That may or may not have happened.
Can I explain to you why this person is never going to face punishment?
Because it's exactly what
Person
G2A
doesn't
does.
exist.
Yeah, they don't. No, the
Promise you this
person.
was sent from an account with a different name on it. So if it backfired, they could be like, "Whoa, that was a rogue employee."
That or they're gonna blame it on like some. They're gonna, if it was to ever
It was
come
a
out
temp.
and they actually figured out who it was, a temp or an intern that did it,
Oh, we
or
got
they were
hacked.
or they were
We got
hacked.
hacked.
It was Janice from accounting. Damn it, you don't need 3 4K monitors for spreadsheets.
God damn it,
Stop
Janice.
sending those emails to journalists.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. Like, come on. And then, so the story gets bigger. So it says during its ongoing clash with indie developers, the oft criticized marketplace promised to pay back developers tenfold if an independent auditor proves that illegally obtained keys for their games were sold via the site. So, a company, I think it's WUBE. I can't like Wub. I don't know. It's a Czech Republic game. Like it's Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, whatever.
Wobe, maybe.
Wobe, maybe. I don't know. Either way, it says they have applied for that for that payback. They said it says it's contacted G2A and is waiting for a response. The studio claims it had a ton of chargeback and fraud issues after Factorio launched on Steam in 2016 with over 300 keys purchased using stolen credit cards. With an average chargeback fee of about $20, we estimate the total amount in fees we paid because of chargebacks is about $6,600. A deeper evaluation of our historic accounting records to get more exact figure will be done. So they're basically looking for, what is that, like almost $1 million, basically tenfold. So that puts it up to like
G2A is never going to pay anybody a fucking dime.
Paying them shit. They're gonna sit there and come back and be like, "Yeah, they didn't find anything."
Let's sum this up in the only way possible to sum this up, and it is simply this. And I said it once, I'll say it again. Fuck off, G2A. For Christ's sake. You're a gray market where stolen keys get sold. We all know this. the reason you still exist is because some people are like, wow, that's really cheap. I'll pay for that.
Yeah,
And they
I
don't want to go
remember.
through legitimate sources and pay more money.
I remember. Didn't we
There's gonna be a
actually?
market for it?
Like last year or something? I think something happened in the Kind of Funny Discord to where that like pretty much gray market channels were banned. Like you couldn't talk about G2A anymore because or links
So
to it or anymore.
somebody kept pushing it, and it's like,
Yeah.
and it was like, no, stop pushing G2A, stop it.
Yeah. So it says the backlash currently faces stems from tweets by No More founders Mike Rose, in which he expressed frustration that G2A's Google ads appear before official links to Descenders, one of the titles he has published. He urged players to pirate the game rather than buy it from G2A, since developer Rage Squid does not get paid either way.
Hey, you want to hear something that's kind of interesting? Did you know that a large number of people who pirate games actually end up buying those games?
Yeah, because they're like, oh man, this
They
is
just
good.
wanted a demo. They were
Yeah.
just like, I really just wanted a demo.
Yeah. I don't know why developers kind of stopped with demos. I mean, I get like
They're
it's more
hard to
work, more money,
create.
and everything. Yeah, like
Yeah,
but they were still nice.
it's a pain in the ass to put them together.
Yeah,
But yeah, a large majority of people who pirate games end up buying the game.
yeah. So
But a large number of people who buy games on GTA never buy it from another source.
I mean, or the large number of people who pirate games never intended to buy that game in the first place.
yeah.
Well, I mean, those people too, but
Although I do like, I always liked reading the stories of like games that had like the anti-piracy stuff built in, like the one where it would get you all the way to the final boss and then it would shut it down and wipe your save file, so you had to start over again.
or the was it Serious Sam 2 where they had an unkillable scorpion beast that followed you around
Yeah,
Something.
that
and
was
just
good.
wrecked you.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked those. Those are amusing.
Put
Do more of
jokes
those.
in as your anti-piracy.
Yeah, make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Next.
Iron, is this one of those news stories where you're just like, I'm ambivalent towards it, but it's the big story? Like, are you just like, I don't care, or do you have?
You mean the next one?
Yeah, I'm curious.
No, I care. I mean, I'm not gonna get one. I asked
If
Jen
Mike
if she
is
wanted
like
one.
me
She said
right
no.
now on his other monitor, he just turned on USA
Just turned on what?
I know what you did, Mike.
I
did
may
the
or may
same
not
thing.
have turned on wrestling.
Oh, God.
But
did
I
the
will
same
pay.
thing,
I will.
Mike.
I am. My attention is devoted to you because Brock Lesnar sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah. Nintendo. Shadow dropped an announcement. They're making a Switch Lite because no one asked for that.
Pretty much.
They're making a Switch that doesn't switch.
Right.
Yep, basically.
So no, the Joy-Cons don't detach. There's no rumble. There's no infrared motion sensor thing.
Amiibo still
If a
works.
game, and I know they're rare, but if a game doesn't support handheld mode, it won't work here unless you buy the Joy-Cons separately.
Mario Party.
You can't dock it.
Nope.
You can. They did say that you can pair additional Joy-Cons, and I'm assuming a Pro Controller. I don't know if they ever mentioned the Pro Controller specifically. But you can pair additional Joy-Cons to it so that if you have a game that works in tabletop mode, you can play that. But it doesn't even have a kickstand on it, so...
This is, and I know some people are like, oh, I've been waiting for this. But let me tell you, this is the exact thing that I figured Nintendo was coming with at some point. And they didn't announce it at E3, but I said this was coming.
Yes. I mean...
I think we all thought this was coming. The problem is that at the same time we're like, oh, they're gonna do this, and then there'll be no more 3DS. No, they're still gonna make the 3DS.
I don't know why anymore. Personally, I don't know why they just don't kill the 3DS and 2DS.
Yeah.
So My biggest point of contention with this is no longer a Switch. It plays Switch games,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a Switch.
No, it doesn't.
It is the 2DS equivalent of a Switch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
basically. It's gonna play the games,
And-
but it doesn't have
not
it
the
doesn't
new
have the big
2DS
selling
XL.
factor.
It is the original 2DS equivalent of a Switch.
I had
Oh.
one of those.
The
Of course you
Vita
did.
2 is finally here,
My Vita too.
and you can finally play Mario on your Vita.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, so
Wait,
I
this
saw
isn't a
it.
Sony product?
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh,
So I saw it. It seemed interesting, and I immediately thought like, so they're done with their handhelds, like as in the 3DS and the 2DS. Like they're done. They need to just shut them down. They're
So-
cannibalizing the market. Their
here's
own market.
the interesting thing that this brings up. So they said that this Switch is designed for people that want only handheld games. But
Mhm.
yet their biggest contention about the Switch is that it wasn't a handheld, it was a home console.
that
So
you could
what
take with you.
so
That it
what
could
is
be a
it now?
handheld.
No,
I
but
don't get it.
whenever people suggested that a Switch game be considered for best handheld game, it was always shot down because the Switch is not a handheld console, it is a home console. It just
That's
happens
true.
to have the ability to be taken portably. So what how does this affect game of the year considerations?
I mean, I'm
Potentially.
looking at kind of a spec thing, and
I mean,
the only
in
thing
the-
I see difference.
In the end, like Neo says in the chat, this isn't for us. This is for the parents that want to buy a console for their kids, and they want their kid wants the Switch, but they're not gonna need the dock or anything like that.
So like it's replacing
I'm
the
I'm
rest
just
of
saying.
their. I see the 2DS and
It's-
3DS discontinued by next E3. They're done.
I see the 2DS, 3DS discontinued about
By
the end of
holiday.
this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, by holiday this year.
January, February, we'll get that announcement probably.
But honestly, like, well, the one thing I saw people, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get this," and this was in like the finding Discord, like the battery life is better. I'm like,
By
Not
half an
really.
hour.
I'm sitting here looking at it. It says
the original Switch is 3.5 to 6.5 hours. This is 4 to 7.
yeah, and it
So
says
it's not really a better battery.
so from what I'm looking at on Kotaku, it says approximately 2.5 to 6.5, and then 3 to 7. But it says the battery life will depend on the games you play. For instance, the battery will last approximately 3 hours for The Legend of Zelda on the regular Switch and 4 hours on the Lite. Wow.
It's
It
still
lasts
not
just
enough
as long as this.
as long as you can outlast a DualShock 4, right?
Anything can outlast a DualShock 4.
I did once see an old man, approximately 98 years old, outlast a DualShock 4.
Damn. But yeah, and then like even in the store, like when you sit there or you want to buy the games in that, you have to make sure the game supports handheld mode. Otherwise, the game's not going to work. Like
I mean,
this
this thing is a Pokemon machine.
Oh yeah, and they have
This
a
thing is
special
a
edition
Zelda
Pokemon.
machine, and this thing is
Yeah.
a Mario. It's going to sell Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. That is what this is for.
They do have a special Pokemon version, and I do kind of like the style of it. It looks nice.
Can I just
No,
get the special?
It looks like a.
Yeah,
Can I
it
get the?
looks
Can I
nice.
get a Joy-Con with a D-pad, please? That'd be great. Even
No,
though they said that they're
Nintendo
not
says no.
doing that. Yeah,
No. Nope.
bunch of jerks.
Can I get an official release of like an SNES version of the Switch, like that color scheme?
Ooh.
And it can be the European version with the colorful buttons or the American version with the
Famicom?
purple ones.
Yeah.
I don't care,
I'll take either one.
but I just want an official SNES skinned one,
But
you know?
So-
but if it's the colorful buttons, it has to be in the same color as the 360 controller. Otherwise, the internet will break.
Why doesn't Nintendo do that? Like they released an NES 3DS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why don't they do that for the Switch? Why do we not have an
They've-
NES Switch? In a
They've
Switch?
I don't know,
released
I
an
would love
NES
one.
version of pretty much all of their handhelds.
Yeah, well,
it's not
it's
a
a
handheld.
handheld now.
It
It's
is
a
now.
handheld
So,
now.
so it'll only be to the Switch Lite. It's not going to go to the original.
No, no,
And
no,
there-
no.
Also, they chose some garbage colors to begin with.
If you had to pick a color, which one would it be?
Gray.
Of the Switch? Of the Switch?
Switch
Lite?
Lite. Yeah.
It would be the gray one.
Yeah, I'd probably pick the gray too.
Because when the Switch first came out, I got the gray one with the gray Joy-Cons because I thought that the fucking one with the neon Joy-Cons looked like a goddamn Fisher-Price toy.
Not wrong. But
I'm like, I have to get the gray Joy-Cons because I'm an adult.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I thought too. So there's a reason I said the original Switch. And that's because Nintendo filed something with the FCC.
I am officially started referring to the OG Switch now as Switch Prime. I just want you to know that.
All right. But
I think
yeah,
it sounds great. It goes
so
great
they
with
filed
Twitch Prime and Switch Prime.
I like it. But so they filed something with the
Roll out.
FCC. So it specifically requests a change of SoC type, meaning it wants to change the system on chip, which is currently in an NVIDIA Tegra X1 processor, along with a change in NAND memory type. NAND? I don't know. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. So basically, they're also looking to stealth upgrade the Switch going forward.
A slight
does
upgrade,
not-
yeah.
That doesn't mean we're not going to get like the Big Daddy
Upbeat,
Switch at
yeah.
some point.
It
That
says
just
this
means
looks
have
like it
your
could be a
Switch
second
Pro.
upgrade. Yeah, though it's unclear what kind of performance boost the updated components which would give the Switch. It's also not clear whether this might be the rumored Switch Pro or a more modest upgrade. The new chip
I'm
and
telling you
solid state
right
drive could mean faster performance, more storage space for games and other files, and even better battery.
I'm telling you
Okay.
right now, you all are fools if you think or I'm a fool for thinking otherwise. But I don't see them calling
Here we
the
go.
beefy one the Switch Pro. I
Here we
think
go.
they're going to call it the Switch XL.
The Switch Pro screwed into the dock. You can't take it
love it.
handheld.
Can't take it out of the dock. Does not go
Oh.
handheld.
Damn. I don't know what I would do then. I mean, I wouldn't. Fuck. Because I like it. I like having a. Because I took it on vacation. It's nice.
Just like
Oh,
the Switch
I had
Lite,
mine on
that
the
would be
Christian
a
list, man.
dumb idea.
It would be a dumb idea. I'm not buying this. Because if I end up buying another one, I'm trading in the one I got.
Oh, I'm not. I'll have two Switches. I don't care.
I don't think I could get away with that. What? Oh, hi, pup.
I have two
I don't think I could
docks.
get away with that.
It won't. You can't take it out of the dock, and you have to use your Switch Lite as a controller.
Oh God. Oh God. It's a Wii U.
It's the Switch U, everyone.
So not only do you have to buy a new Pro, like the new Switch Pro that is screwed into the dock,
It's the
you have
Switch
to buy
U,
a
thank
Switch
you.
Lite.
It's the Switch U. And yes, you have to buy the Switch Lite for every controller you want. So if you want two people to play, that's two Switch Lites.
Oh, get
Damn,
fucked.
I love it. I'm in.
Nope.
I'm happy to report, Mike, that it's taken me a while because, consoles download at a horrendously slow rate. But the deluxe edition is now downloaded, including the Rising Stars pack, the Woo pack, the whole shebang.
E.
So
Dubba-dubba.
so we'll pretty much. I mean, it speaks for itself. Either way, the console comes out for $200, September 20th. You can get it kind of if you want thing. It'll be basically out for the holiday, out for Pokemon, and what else are they? They're not releasing anything else this.
It is a shame that the Pokemon version does not
Fire
come
Emblem?
with a copy of the game.
Yeah,
That
it doesn't
is-
even come with a copy.
Dumb.
Like,
I don't
could
care.
you
I don't-
really?
I
Can you
don't
really
even-
not eat $60 or even $30? Can you
No,
not just eat
no,
it?
they're not going to eat it, but they could have just said, if you want the Pokemon version, $260.
Yeah, could have done that too.
Two SKUs. Here's one with sword, one with shield.
Now, my question, I have one question though.
What's
Thinking
the
about
question,
this,
Penguin?
why is it that the Nintendo Switch dock is like $80 or $90, right?
Okay.
It does add some processing power, I believe. I don't know how
yeah,
much.
but why is the dock $80 or $90, and then like you've taken out the HD rumble, you've taken out the infrared camera, you've taken all this out. You've clearly taken out more than $100 worth of hardware from this thing. So why is it only $100 cheaper?
Better
That
battery.
console should be $150.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know why only $100, but I mean they I think I heard someone somewhere saying, I'm sorry, I don't remember who said this, but someone said that it's partially because they had to move manufacturing facilities. Potentially. I don't know.
Because they're trying to get manufacturing facilities out of China so they won't get hit with tariffs in the U.S.
Right. Because of our...
That's fine. Give it another year. Whatever country they're manufacturing in, we'll pick a fight with them and start putting tariffs on them too.
Yeah, soon we'll have tariffs on ourselves. You know.
Sweet. Yeah, you have to pay like $5 to walk out your front door.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tariff.
Anyways, I think
we have another
about
segment to move on to.
That's enough. That's enough of the news. Iron, you were on vacation, but you said you took your Switch with you. What were you playing?
So, did I play anything before I left? I played a little bit of baseball before I left. I know that much, and a little bit of CTR. But on vacation, I ended up we played because we got home early from the island on Friday. And we wanted something to do, so we played some Mario Party. So we played that, and then I ended up playing some Stardew Valley because Jen wanted to go to bed early, and I was not that tired. So I kept playing my own personal farm on Stardew Valley and planting a lot of potatoes because everybody loves potatoes.
Lovely.
So that's
Wonderful.
about the extent of what I've played, though. So
Mike, what have you
nothing
been
crazy
playing?
special.
Outside of things that you'll talk about, I'm sure. I played some more Dauntless. I was watching Neo's stream on Friday night, I believe it was, and that made me. He was playing Monster Hunter World, and it made me want to hunt some monsters, but not have to go through as many menus as Monster Hunter World. So I launched Dauntless, did some monster hunting, made some gear, all that fun stuff. And then I finally got my copy of Hitman 2 for PS4. I got that from GameFly. I had like $10 in credit, and then it was on sale for like $22, so I ended up getting it for $12.
Beautiful.
The nice thing about Hitman 2, and I applaud IO Interactive for this decision, if you owned the original game, you can essentially download all of the levels from the original game and play the original game in Hitman 2 with the Hitman 2 mechanics. It's real good.
But y'all, I wanted to let you know, Hitman 2, it ain't the second Hitman game. There were more.
What? That's crazy.
So it's I played through the prologue stuff, which was essentially the tutorial from the first game. And instead of, doing what normal people do and playing through the prologue missions once and then, moving on to the story of one and all of that stuff, no, I decided, because they give you the ability, I decided to play through through the prologue missions multiple times, completing every single challenge available.
Dude, that is how I play Hitman game.
It is so good. There's so many different options. One way to play it is you spoilers for the third tutorial mission, you disguise yourself as a airplane mechanic, and then you futz with a plane, and then the guy gets ejected while you're doing a safety protocol.
That is my favorite kill on that mission.
You can also dress up as a KGB spy. and serve the guy some vodka, and then if you put some poison in it, he goes to the bathroom, and then you give him the ultimate swirly to his death. There's even a challenge in there for using only a hammer and not being detected.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that.
That I think was inspired by some YouTube channel. But yeah, Hitman 2. It's a fun game. Other than that, I will defer to Penguin because Saturday I was mostly playing stuff with Mr. Penguin. So, Mr. Penguin, you had 24 hours of games. What did you play?
Well, let's talk about what I played before the stream, which was, like, I don't even remember now because the stream got in there. But sure, I played some baseball last week at some point, and I a bunch of games. But let's look at the stream. We did 24 hours of games. And we started that hotness out with everybody's favorite way to start the hotness out. WPNG Penguin Radio, the best mix anywhere.
Telling you, he's got a radio voice sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, WPNG, huge success. We raised so much money that we're bringing it back in November and probably before. Good news for those of you who like WPNG in November for the Extra Life stream. The drums are coming back because I'll have space.
There you yeah, you move.
We did WPNG, so we did Rock Band. We played Sea of Thieves. We played a brief moment of Grand Theft Horsey. Jackbox Party Pack 5, which was one of the cool parts of the stream. Everybody had a good time with that. Super Smash Brothers.
I lost in the first round. Shout out to Neo, our Smash Bash for Cash champion.
The inaugural champion, the very first champion for the Mr. Penguin Smash Bash for Cash for the Kids. Neo dropping that hotness with Zelda all the way through, looking good.
You cheated.
Let me tell you, shit got weird in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, we just decided we were gonna see whatever we felt like PlayStation Now had on display.
Oh, you forgot. Speaking of PS9,
I think I remember seeing part of this. Like I checked before I went to bed.
You forgot about the fan block after PNG Radio.
Oh, you are right. The fan block. So we had a thing where the first two people to do $25 individual donations from the time I sent out the tweet got to pick an hour of gameplay. Some weird dude decided that we were going to play Katamari Forever. So that happened. And then
that did happen.
And then I played Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
And
let me tell you, every game we played on stream, every single game we played on stream,
beat it.
We
100%.
beat it in world record time, and I platinumed them all.
I believe every word of it.
So we got towards into the night, and I was like, oh well, let's go check out PlayStation Now. Let's see what we can do. So we played Minecraft too, by the way, for a little bit. That's the Ender Dragon. We talked about that earlier. We played Prey, which is pretty enjoyable. Although when you're already tired, dealing with the mimics is not necessarily cool. I was paranoid as fuck.
Yeah, you probably want to be alert for that game.
Yeah. We played, and shout out to Steel Eye on this one. Steel Eye was like, this looks crazy. He's like, you should play this game and play the song. There's a game on PS Now called Danger Zone. And if you've never played this game, apparently it was 3 developers that left Criterion made this. It is just the crash mode from Burnout. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I have it. It's good.
It's
fantastic.
It's the same as Dangerous Driving. It's the same
No,
people.
no, no, no. Well, it might be the same people, but it's not the same theory.
No, it's the same people though, because they
Yeah.
left Criterion because they got a little pissed off that EA told them they can't make those games anymore.
But that game is phenomenal. It's not the most wonderfully programmed version of a Burnout game or that style,
Nah.
but it has that fun and it scratches that itch. I think I played that for almost 2 hours, honestly.
Wow. That's impressive.
What
There's
else?
Deadliest Warrior. I know was one.
Hold
of
on,
them.
we're getting there. I Am Bread. I played that for about 12 minutes. Couldn't figure out how to get the goddamn toast done. Firefighter Simulator happened in the middle of the night. I'm gonna tell you right now, Firefighter Simulator. That game is a very solid and amazing 1 out of 10.
I really thought you were gonna. A part of me really thought you were gonna say that was like an 8 out of 10 game, and I'm like, what?
Hashtag worst simulator.
Damn.
It was bad.
Worse than Goat Simulator.
Yes. At least in Goat Simulator, I sort of have a semblance for what's going on. The first 20 minutes of Firefighter Simulator, if you're like, oh, I do need the tutorial, is following a guy around as he walks you to different rooms in the firehouse going, this is this room.
Wow.
This is this room. This is the bedroom.
Oh my god.
This is the conference room. This is the garage. No shit, there's fire trucks in here. Of course this is the garage.
This is the fire truck. It go
This is the room on the end where we pull in to wash the trucks. Why can't we just pull them out? Get a hose. Fuck. Deadliest Warrior, like Mike was saying, we played Deadliest Warrior, but not just Deadliest Warrior. No. We played Deadliest Warrior, and then we followed that up a little while later with Deadliest Warrior Legends.
Oh, damn.
And let me tell you, those games, they're a solid 6 out of 10. All right.
Better than it's better than the other one.
They're pretty fun to mess around with. Okay. What else was that? Oh, we played. One of my favorite moments of the stream was talking shit over while playing Phineas and Ferb into the second dimension.
Wow.
Gosh. And then for like the last 2 hours of the stream, they were like, oh, somebody mentioned, like, we're scrolling through and the Sniper Elite 4 was on there. And let me tell you, I was sitting there in the living room earlier. I'm playing Sniper Elite 4. The game is actually really fun.
Sniper Elite series is actually really fun.
Yuri was like, I need you to get a testicle shot. Yuri, I know you're in the chat. I know you're in the chat. I want you to know that I did pop a trophy today for Sniper Elite called Nutcracker.
Yeah.
How many?
Apparently, there's a trophy for getting enough testicle shots.
Wow.
I have 3.
Let me guess. Unopened.
4's on PS Now. It's fantastic. Can I say this? In all of the playing of the games, the one thing that I learned that I thought beforehand, I was like, I don't know about this, but after the 24-hour stream, let me tell you, PS Now might be worth the $20 a month. If you have the internet speeds to stream the games, so you don't have to download them, because the streaming works just fine. PS Now might actually be worth it. So Sony, I want you to know right now, I am apologizing to your PlayStation division because I have ragged on PS Now because I was like, $20 a month. What the fuck with this?
Game Pass.
Game Pass still better. I still think PS Now could come down in price and be fine. But I mean, there's a lot there. It's meaty.
Yeah, they've been building it it doesn't get as much press as Game Pass because Microsoft pushes it, and yeah, Game Pass is a really fucking good deal.
No,
but they've been building the fuck out of PS Now.
All they need to do, I think, to really make people go, yeah, holy shit, this worth it is just do what Microsoft does with Game Pass and be like PS exclusives day and date.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that bundle it with the
Unbundle
with
it with Plus.
PlayStation Plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bundle it with Plus. I'm just saying that I have now I understand the value of it.
I mean, they actually used to. They had a deal. It was a while ago, but they had a deal of it was $100 for the year.
Yeah, I mean it's much more solid than I give it. But yeah, so like it really made getting through that stream a lot easier because if I was getting frustrated with the game and getting really kind of like I could just jump to something else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it made it super nice. So so yeah, so that's the kind of shit we played. Iron, housekeeping, take us out.
So housekeeping wise, let's see what is going on. I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't really know what I'm going to be streaming yet, though. I'll have to think on that one. But I'll be streaming tomorrow. Probably 7:30, something like that. We'll figure out what I'm playing though, whether it be multiplayer or single player. Maybe I'll actually break out the flight stick back there, and I might just start doing Ace Combat with the flight stick and everything. So I can do that. The giveaway, our monthly giveaway, will be coming up on the 24th of the month. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel up top that way.
Mm-hmm.
That way.
It,
Um,
it's away from your mic. You got
Yep.
it. You're good.
So you gotta subscribe, and once you subscribe there, you can head to the Discord at discord.lunarcastaways.com, and you will be entered into you just gotta make sure your Twitch is linked, and then you will be entered into the giveaway for a $60 gift card of your choice. Doesn't matter where to. It could be Amazon, it could be Steam, it could be Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo.
I'm just
They
saying.
could be to Dick's Sporting Goods. We don't really care.
I feel like this month, I have a good feeling this month that somebody new is gonna win it.
I would like
Somebody
to see somebody
different
new.
is gonna win it.
I'd like to see somebody new.
If I had to put my money down on who I think is gonna win it this month, my gut reaction says Chaz.
Chaz has won before. He won God of War.
Yeah, but he hasn't won in a while, has he?
He won the very first one.
Okay, so there you go. But still,
I will give it. I will give it to. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it to Quail. I'm gonna say Quail wins. He's finally gonna get his win.
Mike, what do you think?
As a sub stand right now.
I probably would go with 6.
6.
I don't think 6
is.
I don't think 6 has won any of the big ones.
Nope.
If
6 hasn't.
If Chaz wins the giveaway, does this officially cement my psychic status? I predicted my win. I predicted Pokemon stuff.
There's something else too.
There was another prediction earlier on that I got. Ask Mike about my prediction powers. Last night, well, we'll talk about my prediction powers out on the quick
all right,
post.
yeah.
I hate you.
So I believe that's everything. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. I will be streaming Thursday. Mike, are you going to be on Friday?
Probably.
Any idea?
Yes, maybe, probably. Well,
Okay.
I'll let everyone know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I know Friday, probably Friday, Saturday. I don't really know what we're doing well, Friday I'm going to be actually at a baseball game for at least a little bit. Weather's supposed
to see the Toledo Mudhens?
Yeah, my dad's got tickets through his union hall. So we're going to be going through there. Although we may not last very long because heat index is supposed to be climbing to about 115. So
yeah, I'd say stay inside.
Free food. So I'm going with free food right now. But yeah,
well,
so
we'll write that on your gravestone.
Free food.
Free food.
Don't gotta argue with Disney on that. So yeah, with all of that being said, I think that covers everything. So everybody out there watching on Twitch, thank you guys for watching. We do appreciate it. Hang out for the post show. We'll be talking for a little bit. Everybody out there listening to us on your podcast of choice, thank you guys for listening. Make sure to subscribe or follow or like or whatever it is that it is on your podcast service of choice, or even if you wanted to watch this on YouTube. So again, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And as always, have a great night.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
All
Post
right.
show. All right. So yeah, psychic powers. Let me tell you, Iron. My psychic powers, they are something magical. Because last night, you know, we've got a community that enjoys some wrestling, and Nick and I have recently gotten back into the wrestling.
I've noticed.
So last night before the pay-per-view, as it's getting ready to fire up, I say in the wrestling chat in the Discord, my prediction for tonight: Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch win, keep their titles. Then Brock Lesnar's music hits. He comes out, walks out the champion. And Mike is all up in there like, no, they're not going to do that. And everybody else like, no, they're not going to do that. And Mike, what happened?
We were all thinking logically, and what we should have been thinking like
I
Vince
was
McMahon,
thinking
which is a
Vince.
senile old
Yeah.
man. So if anything, you
So what
proved that your prediction powers are based off of a senile old man.
Or hear me out. I'm psychic. I have the intuition.
It could be. Could very well be.
I just it amused me so much when it happened, because let me tell you, I was a fuck off tired, right? It's just obviously I'm just absolutely fuck off tired. Wrapped the stream up at a little after 8 a.m. Went to go lay down. I was up for about another 30-45 minutes roughly before I fell asleep, and then got back up at 12:30. So by the time the main event hit, I slept through 90% of the main event match.
You didn't miss a whole lot.
I saw the first part where they were wailing on him with the kendo sticks. And then it was just like bloop, and then Nick starts like shaking me because the match is about to end. And
the end was really good.
The end was no, I agree. I thought the end was great. But then as soon as that music hit, I was just mad shit talking in the Discord.
I hate you.
I was just
hopefully, since he can't get money from UFC now, he'll be able to be around a little more than before. But I guess we'll just have to wait and find out.
Bunch of wrestling nerds.
You know what? Maybe you should be a wrestling nerd like us.
I don't have.
I'm actually not even a wrestling. I'm just. You don't need cable. You just need someone's cable login.
I mean, I have YouTube TV.
You know, somebody who has
I wouldn't
cable,
classify that as cable.
You just need their login stuff. Like, that's how I'm watching Raw, is because I have my mom's like login stuff, so I can log into all the individual channels and their stuff. And now that the USA app for the Fire Sticks is updated to have live TV on it, it's beautiful. That's episode 21, and beep bloop uploaded.
Mine's being real slow to export for some reason.
But yeah, honestly, for those of you who end up listening to the post show and stuff, big shout out to everyone. I appreciate all the support I got during the extra live stream.
I wish I could have watched.
It was super cool. Sometime this week I'm going to try to put together a highlight package. With super hilarious things like Greg Yankee somehow making it to the finals of the Smash Dash. Over Zyger.
Can we have Jacket's epic burn of Mike?
The Jacket's epic burn of Mike in the highlight.
Wasn't really that epic.
I liked it.
You got to admit,
you liked
though,
it because it wasn't
funny,
you.
Mike.
It was.
I
was
mean, yeah, that
fun.
too. It was funny.
I think I think at least one of the testicle shots from Sniper Elite has to make it, because I think there was one where I finally got it. I think it was the
You
first
just-
one that I finally got. I just lost my shit.
You just have to use that as your transition between clips. Just play it over and over and over again.
I just need to take the clip. I need to take a clip and I need to download it, some goofy ass clip, and then turn it into a stinger transition for all of my streams,
There you go.
like a GIF. What I'm gonna tell you what I would really love. I just don't have the technical ability with the right stuff. So I would love to take my logo, right? Just take my logo and do the Batman spin with it with little sound effects and make that a transition, like where it spins out big and then spins back away. And put some music on it. Even the Batman 66 music, we're like, yeah, I would love to do that. So if anybody
Why
out
not?
there,
I mean, that might not be that hard in After Effects.
I
I had to check, but I do have Sniper Elite 4 as on Steam.
You should totally fucking play it. It's
I,
fun.
I have all of them. I have 1, 2,
Okay.
3, and 4 actually.
Well,
I wanted
from
to be. I
Humble.
wanted to be like. I wanted to sit here and be like. I want to watch these Viking Raiders matches and care, but I just have them squashing jobbers.
Hmm.
And it bothers.
yeah, you know, you got to build them up somehow.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to talk about? I apparently have to go help find a super rare motorcycle helmet or headlight.
All right, have fun.
I got
I think
nothing.
we're good. I'm good.
Well, me leaving means you guys leaving
I
as
know.
well, so I want to make sure you guys are good.
No, I'm good.
Thank you, everybody. I love you.
Thank
You're
you
awesome.
guys. Have fun. See you
Bye, guys.
tomorrow.
See you later.
Later, peeps.